Hello and happy Saturday. I wanted to come quickly and share a message with each and every one of you. I was just running around in my house and just doing stuff, and in my conversations throughout my chores, I'm always conversing with God. I don't know about you, but I know I am. And just something was just dropping right in my spirit, and I'm like, oh Lord, I got to share that. I think that's going to be a great message. I've received it, and if I receive something wonderful for God, why not share it, right? Why not share? So, I hope everyone's doing well from my house to yours. I'm spreading love and peace to you. And God was reminding me about something, the importance of spreading positivity, um, being inspiring, being encouraging, gratitude. And he was actually just speaking in a sense that was reminding me of if someone shares something and it's just got a great message to it, encourage them. It doesn't matter where they are in life. We're all living life, right? We're all on different, maybe in a different lane, but we're all God's creation. Okay? We are so loved by God. Are we leading people to God? Is our message, is our words leading people to God? Or are they leading them to us? And then sometimes, of course, we see how some people can get a little bit above God. So we got to be careful with that. So our words, and as we've seen these past few years, how words have divided a world, divided a people. That's never been God's intention. He loves his children. We are one in the body. So our words are so pivotal. Our words are so pivotal. And encourage people. If someone is doing something phenomenal, you don't know the sacrifices they made to even either come on a video or on television or write a book or sing a song or dance or a doctor or a nurse or a janitor, or you don't know. You don't know people's story. We don't know none of that. But encourage them that God had a dream. God had something phenomenal when he breathed life into their existence. You don't know. Sometimes we think that because someone has material, that their life is going phenomenal. You don't know the problems that the people have. The Bible is clear about saying too much is given, much more will be required. Much more will be required. And I want to add something because I know there's a cliche that says, that people always say, oh, if I hit lotto, I can do this, this, and this. Well, why don't you not hit lotto and start doing this, and this, and this? Be a better person. What are you planting in the universe? The world is large. But if the people, even the smallest group of people, if you can spread a good message of positivity and stop the negativity, because all negativity does is bring on more negativity. That's all it does. It's totally against. If you need positive and goodness and prosperity and good health in your life, why would you be speaking negative from your mouth? What you speak from your mouth is what you receive in your mind, in your body, in your spirit. So encourage people. If they're living phenomenal, you don't know what goes on behind closed doors. You don't know if they have a family member that's ill, or they're going through something in their personal life, or their marriage life, or their children, or their business, or their career, or they're trying to build a career. You don't know. Encourage them. Encourage them. Use your mouthpiece to encourage them. Maybe you have a little bit more than your neighbor. Maybe you do, but maybe you have the mouthpiece of wisdom to share and encourage them that, yes, you will get through this. This is a storm and you will get through it. But we're living in such a world where it's almost like the tearing down is much more clapped at than the lifting someone up. Goodness. Have we really moved far away from just being a decent human being? Genesis 1, if I am correct, in 26, God says He's created us in His image. So I apologize. I'm not reading out of the King James Version. I'm reading out of the New Living Translation. So I'm hoping that I've got it right. In Genesis 1:26, then God said, "Let us make people in our image to be like ourselves. They will be masters over all life, the fish in the sea, the birds in the sky, and all the livestock, wild animals, and small animals." God created us in His image. And what did He create? We were called to create. We weren't called to copy another. We were called to create. We were called to first serve and honor God. And we were called to create. God has something special for each and every one of us. Have you just, for 1 second, if you take a step back and you observe someone and the beauty, the talent that they have, and the simplicity, we're losing that. Appreciating the beauty in the simplicity. I have the utmost respect for people that are super wealthy. Just as I have the utmost respect with someone who perhaps is working towards that. We have moved away because we've allowed certain words to divide us. And it's time that we align with God and get back to basics with a good foundation, encouraging one another. I may not be of the same faith as you, or I may not have been raised in the same location, or I may not be the same ethnicity, or we may have different political views. But we were created in God's image for betterment. But it starts with us, right? Be the best version that you need for yourself and what the world needs to see. Be the best of you. Don't worry if someone's out there tearing you apart. You know what? Is that really you? Is that really you? Is that really you? Is that the you that God created? And if something needs to change, change it. If something needs to change within you, change it. Get yourself out of a stuck situation. Get yourself out of that. If God did not intend you to be in that lane, get out. Shift lanes. Oh, it's not as easy. I understand, because perhaps for someone like myself, it may be a little bit more complicated. I get that. But you know what's even more complicated is not living the life you were called to live. Not being healthy in body, mind, and spirit, and being miserable. Being broken in every aspect of your life. and you just want to be you. And I get that. I guess I can do a video about brokenness, because I get that. You see, something that I'm very clear on is you will never, ever be good enough for someone who does not know how to value their own life. That's something I know. Very, very clear. I'm very clear on that. And God has reminded me day after day after day, you are created in my image. I am great. I am creator of all. So I've said a lot, I know, and I say that a lot too, because some of you know I can write comments and I can write a book. So I know, when certain topics, kind of they ruffle my spirit in a positive way, of course, I've got to just chime in, because you never know who needs to hear and be encouraged. You never know. You just never know. And by the same token, champion people on, raise people up, say, hey, you can do it. I know what it's like to be on rock bottom, not just one, a few times. I know what it's like to be broken and shattered in so many pieces. So when people come to me and they talk to me about certain subjects, I'm not going to go, ooh. I'm not going to put that face. I may go like, I may put that face on. This could get a little on the juicy end. But it's because I'm thinking to myself, how, Lord, can I serve you? Because this person or whoever's going to hear this message is your child. I want people to succeed. I want people to live their true potential. I'm called to just motivate, push, help you give birth to what God called and placed in your being when He breathed life into you. That's me. This is me. And for some of you who know me, yeah, hey, that is Dawn. So God bless you. Leave someone some great words. And if for some reason, if you're listening to me and you're trying to build your business or build your own self-confidence or anything within you, I'm going to say something. Surround yourself with people that know how to lift with no expectation, that know how to lift you up, that have been there, that may have been there, and some are the story of their life. I've always, praise you, God. Thank you, Lord. That rock bottom, God has put me in rings. I have, let me just remind myself that I need to do a video on a ring, a boxing ring. I don't box. And I don't really watch a lot of boxing either. I do like the sport, by the way. But in my life, God has allowed me to come into fiery rings. And by His grace, He was in there. Oh yeah, I was getting my butt kicked. Trust and believe, I did. I knew what it's like. Tears and your nose running, and you've got no more oxygen. You've got nothing. You've got nothing. That nose has touched that ground, and and God is just such an amazing Father that I look up at those moments and I'm like, Lord. And He knew exactly what He was doing when He allowed me to walk into that fire. Some of you for whoever needs to hear that. My heart goes with you. Because I sometimes I remember that and I'm like, ooh, that's deep. And I know. So today I could always say, you know what? Get up. Time to get up. You know, like the little person on the side. Oh, you gotta get up. You gotta get up. No. You gotta fight. You gotta fight. You gotta fight. You gotta fight. No, greater is he that is in you than he that is in the world. That's right. Greater is he that is in you than he that is in the world. You are a child of God. You are a masterpiece of greatness. God didn't create no one else like you. So get up, rise up. May these words be words of encouragement to your spirit. May you do the same and lift and encourage others and be the best person God created you to be. Have a great weekend.